out of time.
Concern over in Adriana's kitchen. 9 minutes left, no clams working.
Chef, we're starting clam jam?
Yes.
All right.
I have 8 minutes left. I haven't done anything with the clams. Adam, can I use a little bit of your white wine?
Sure. Here you go, Chef.
See, now that's being a gentleman.
That's what we like to see.
Thank you. I really complicated my life with the tortilla, and I just want to make this as simple as possible.
Clams are a little fickle. They need to be babied, supervised, if you will. Because if one pops open, they hang out with the rest of them. The one that's popped first becomes rubbery and chewy. The rest of them are perfect.
This is it, chefs. The final 5 minutes. 5 to be plated.
I spooned the farro and the broccolini from the bottom of the bowl, applied the clams that were cooked nicely.
Sobel's pretty ahead of his clock, getting to really cherry-pick the clams he wants.
Ladled the broth over the clams and farro and broccolini. Added the crispy fried potatoes that were seasoned with sea salt. And then I carefully placed charred broccolini over the top of the potatoes. Getting out of round one is the hardest thing. I'm pissed off I lost last year, and this is my year. Done, done.
2 minutes, chefs. 2 to go. She's got a lot to get to the table.
Come on, Adriana, you got this.
I put the tortilla, my clams. I don't have time to take the clams out of the shell, so I'm just gonna put everything on the plate.
30 seconds, 30 to go.
On top, the broccolini, and then a spoon of the puree. May not be the plate that I wanted, but at least all the ingredients are there. Hopefully my flavors and idea will get me to the next round.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it.
This chef has prepared for you little neck clams with green plantain and black tea tostones, with a crispy smashed and torched broccolini and black tea artichoke puree.
I like the clams a lot. I like the way they're cooked. I love the broccoli with it. Having been fried and torched and given its full day at the spa, this broccolini is ready to rumble.
Each component by itself is beautiful. The tostones over here, what a great idea to get the black tea to the party. The artichoke puree, it's got this brightness from the citrus, which really works beautifully with seafood. But it's not coming across as a cohesive dish. It is 4 fantastic ideas, not having a conversation with each other.
Yeah.
You know when you get a dish in a restaurant and you're like, oh, this smells like stress?
Yeah.
You know? This person got up early. This person was at the office at 5 a.m. with a briefcase. But there needed to be some type of unifier to help me know how to navigate this as an eater who didn't see it.
Yeah.
As you said before, there should be some sauce, some juice of the clams, something to bind it together. I love the clam juice, you know, when you have enough of that.
I agree.
Maybe a bowl would have helped. I feel like I want the plate from the other dish here.
Why? Could have been worse. My food was cooked perfectly. I'm just sad that I didn't finish the dish as I wanted.
I think I did well. I think I have a winning dish. We'll see. I mean, look, you never know.
All right, chef, the judges are ready for you.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Let's bring our chefs back in. Chef Adriana, Chef Adam. It was a close battle. One chef scored 74. The other chef scored at 79. The winner is... Adam Sobel. Chef Urbina, you are one tough cookie, but time got the best of you.
100%.
I promise you, we will see each other again. Chef Adriana!
Great job.
Thank you.
I know this rich pork dish needs to be creamy, and polenta's the first thing that pops into my mind. And the items that I choose to cream this dish out are mascarpone cheese.
Mascarpone.
Yes. cream cheese,
I like the cream cheese into the polenta. There's creamy for you.
and a little bit of chicken fat.
Chicken fat, big fan.
Big fan. Just to give it that unctuousness. Let's work on these bad boys. I have this rich pork schnitzel and creamy polenta. I want something light and bright to offset all of this richness. I'm gonna pickle the stems.
Okay.
So I've got the portobello mushrooms, and the stem never gets utilized, so I'm gonna go ahead and pickle them. I'm just gonna use the juice for now, and I'm gonna add a ton of vinegar, apple cider, to make this portobello mushroom, parsley, celery, pickled stem sort of madness salad with a little bit of black garlic, molasses on top of the schnitzel. I know that in cooking against Kevin, I need to do everything right.
We are ready to get the pork chop going in the fryer.
Yep, ready for the pork. Pickle juice and the egg wash dredge also.
I'm a little nervous because air fryer is not something I use every day or ever.
Chef, what's going into that pot, the little pot?
The grits, Chef.
I don't want to just have one creamy component, I want to have two. This is TOC. Being from the South, being from Oklahoma, I felt like a pork cutlet should go with grits. You want creamy? I'm going to give you creamy.
Oh, yeah. Nice cabbage over here.
The last thing I'm making is a nice bright slaw to balance out the pork cutlet.
Making a dressing for the slaw.
Plus, I gotta use those bread and butter pickles more ways. So I'm gonna use the pickle juice to make the dressing and use the chopped pickles in the slaw.
Chef Casey, Chef Kevin, 5 minutes, 5 to be plated. Come on.
Lastly, I want a crispy portobello mushroom, and I decide to use chickpea flour in that air fryer to give me sort of this like crispy garnish.
2 minutes.
To plate this dish, I want to highlight the nice creamy grits on one side, nice creamy mushroom gravy on the other side, the nice Napa cabbage, bread and butter pickle slaw in the middle.
Chef, we happy with that?
Air fryer done, golden brown.
Placing the pork cutlet on top and finishing with the mushroom bacon to add a nice crispy, smoky component to my dish.
1 minute.
I put some polenta down, put my crispy pork that's seasoned so beautifully. I put the crispy portobello on the side. Looking down at this plate, I'm excited. I mean, this looks delicious.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it. Great battle. That's crazy.
Man,
I actually feel really good.
it's a lot harder than I remembered.
I feel like this is my win.
Let's see what they say about Casey.
Dead.
Judges, this is a fennel-dusted crispy pork with creamy polenta and a pickled portobello salad. The pork chops were done in the air fryer where the crust was set. The portobellos were done on the grill. The stems of the portobello were pickled. Finally, chickpea-coated portobello mushrooms that you'll see on the side.
What is Alex doing? Look at her face. It's like, you never know, and then she's like, it's the most delicious thing I've ever had.
The portobello's sort of been explored in two different ways, just as a roasted mushroom, and I just love that pure earthiness. And I like those stems. That's like a real nose-to-tail attitude towards that ingredient.
Thank you.
Is this a creamy dish? Or is this a dish with polenta that has cream in it? I ask myself these existential questions. And the answer is, it is not a creamy dish.
I like that.
I really like the salad with the sauteed mushrooms. I think it's very well seasoned. The pork chop, though, is really actually very, very good.
Dead.
The polenta, I thought it's amazing too. You can actually taste the chicken fat in it. I thought like my grandmother was cooking.
Oh, that's lovely. I'll take that.
The portobello stems should have been sautéed before pickled, because when you bite into it, it is like biting into a sponge.
Man, what a judging. It's just literally a coin toss.
All right, Chef, your scores are in. All right, let's go.
Let's bring our chefs back in. Chef Casey Thompson, Chef Kevin Lee. One chef scored 81. The other chef scored 83. the winner between Chef Kevin Lee and Chef Casey Thompson is... Congratulations, Kevin Lee! I mean, it doesn't get any closer than this. You did a hard-fought battle. What I'm loving, CT, is that you're back in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Thompson. Thank you, Chef.
Broke the door. Truly thought I had that. Oh well, next year.
So while it may have been a while since Chef Fabio has been in a competitive cooking environment, he's moving with purpose, and it seems like he is no stranger to competition. What is it, Chef?
Saba. I'm glazing the okra as well as bell pepper for the grits. Italians use a lot of saba. It's almost like a balsamic vinegar, a quick boost of flavor when you don't have a lot of time.
5 minutes, Chef. 5 to go.
Joe moves fast. Fast, fast.
I start with my glazed egg yolk brown butter, shrimpy polenta, a nice handful of that pancetta, Calabrian and chili glazed shrimp, topped with glazed, grilled okra, pickled okra.
How do you feel, Chef?
So good. The only way I've ever had okra is fried. So with only 3.5 minutes left, I start frying the topping for the ceviche.
What was the dredge?
Flour, cornstarch. The grits go first with the Parmesan baked shrimp, then the glazed vegetable.
We got a minute, Chef.
For the ceviche shrimp, a good spoon of mayo. Then I have the ceviche. 2 different dishes.
30 seconds.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
15 seconds.
Get it on.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Stop. Boy, both of them were right to the wire. Anybody's game on this one. Anybody's game.
Empresses, this is baked shrimp and grits. It's accompanied by a shrimp crudo done with a fried okra and okra mayonnaise.
Wait, he did 2 dishes?
The vegetables in the okra have been glazed with saba. The hard-boiled eggs were placed into a blender with the okra puree. The crinkle cutter was used to chop okra, chop garlic, the shrimp, bell peppers as well.
I'm going to start with the crudo side. I like the fact that the shrimp has been celebrated. I do need more acid in it.
All right.
The okra and the hard-boiled egg mayo is genius.
Genius!
Now to the shrimp and grits. The glazed vegetables are delicious. The shrimp has been cooked well, though I wish that the coating had adhered to it a little bit more.
I love the crispiness of the okra.
The mayonnaise is smart. And then on the shrimp and grits side,
Good use of the crinkle cutter on the peppers.
On the shrimp and grits side, the glaze on the okra I think is really nice.
I think overall, really yummy dishes, but by giving so many components, we are comparing one side to the other side.
Me and making 2 dishes. Should do what Joe did. Make 1 dish. That's it. Play it safe, Joe.
Thank you, judges. Scorecards are in front of you.
It's definitely anyone's game.
Did he do it? Is he going to round 2?
Let's go. Let's go. Can we go?
Scores are in, Chef.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's bring back our chefs. Chef Fabio, Chef Joe. One chef scored 76. The other chef scored 81. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the First Division C battle between Chef Joe Sasto and Chef Fabio Viviani is... Congratulations, Joe Sasto.
Congratulations, brother. Thank you.
Chef Fabio, I mean, the creativity, come on,
Yeah.
dude.
I tried. Go big or go home.
We expected nothing less of you, Chef. Chef Fabio Viviani.
I did too much. I should have done less. Focus on 1 dish like Joe did it. Very happy for him. Not a sore loser. I'll get it next time.
You cannot have Korean barbecue without some form of kimchi. having that funky pickle, right? So I'm adding this kimchi juice to the butter to saute my greens in, and that's my kimchi.
So I think it's a little bit of a risk here to bring these big, bold, Korean-esque flavors to the party when you have something like horseradish. They're both strong ingredients, and you run the risk of them getting muddled.
These Denver steaks are thick, so I spend a lot of time marinating them. But now I'm trying to get these steaks cooked really well with enough time to be on the grill. I know I'm gonna continue to baste them in its kalbi marinade and then put it back on the grill. And hopefully it picks up more char flavor, because that's one of the things the randomizer gave me. I wanna get these Japanese turnips on the plate in different ways. So I just slice them on the V-cup manual, and then I get them in some sugar and salt, and then I give them a nice char. One of the things that I didn't do last year was my plate didn't look fantastic, so I wanna make this look really aesthetically beautiful.
Chef, just at 7 minutes, just under 7.
Thank you. I always am thinking about texture when I'm cooking, so I decide I'll add a crunchy pickled turnip to really break up the softness. And also, I'm trying to use this mandolin as many ways as I can. You know, if you look up at those banners and you see all those ladies with those belts, it's a big deal. And none of the champs are competing this season, so I think it leaves the door open for some new blood. And I'm definitely new blood.
5 minutes, 5 to be plated.
I take the pickled turnip and I lay it down on the plate. The steak's gonna be in the middle, and then kind of garnishing everything around the plate. Justin, these are like lettuce wraps. I want them to wrap the meat inside the turnip.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to give you turnip in as many different ways as I can give it to you.
2 minutes, chefs. We got 2 to be plated.
30 minutes go by fast. After this beautiful frothy turnip puree, I lay one of the charred Japanese turnips on.
45 seconds.
This plate, I feel like, really represents me. It is 100% my style of cooking to use one ingredient many, many ways.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's over. Second battle of the night is done. Could be a tough one for the judges.
I feel really good about that cook.
I honestly have turnips so many ways on that plate, so I did my best.
It's up to the judges. We'll wait and see.
Here to present the first dish, Justin Warner.
Judges, this is a horseradish and turnip marinated kalbi. It's accompanied by a turnip green and horseradish salsa verde, and then pickled turnip wraps. So the chef has designed these pickled turnips to be used almost like a taco for the accompanying meat.
Oh, Marcus going back and forth like that, like, I don't know.
I was just about to dig in, mistakenly, with my knife and fork, when I heard that this was supposed to be my way to eat it. And I do love eating with a wrap. And so I thought that was a really great use of the turnip.
Love the turnip, love the double char. One of my favorite things in the world is kimchi, but it's not one of the key ingredients into this dish, and does challenge the horseradish a little bit to come out.
I agree. My palate had trouble finding the horseradish through the kimchi, and it would have been great to have some grated on the side just to remind us that that was there.
I've got that, I've got that.
I know my way around steaks, and I have a couple of steakhouses, obviously. Denver steak is tough, but overall, I mean, it's tasty. I would say it needs more flavor. Overall, a good dish,
Wow.
Thank you very much, judges. Let's bring him back in. Chef Sarah Bradley. Chef Dale Talde. Welcome back. Welcome back, chef. One chef scored a 76, okay? The next chef scored a 72. The winner is... Congratulations, Sarah Bradley.
Good job. Thank you. Good job.
Chef Dale, I think the biggest thing that got you here was when you make that horseradish compete with the kimchi, I'm thinking it's what took you out. The boogeyman, Chef Dale Talde.
We're killer. Congratulations.
Boogeyman!
Horseradish. The crazy thing is I love horseradish.
I want to do peas 2 different ways. So I'm gonna blanch some peas in the cryovac bag and use that just to saute as garnish on top. But I'm also gonna cook some peas in the cryovac bag and then turn it into a mint pea puree.
That's
there's
smart.
my favorite.
Me and the wife are working on our third restaurant, so winning the 150K would go a long way, seeing how me and the wife are self-funded. So having a little bit of extra cash always helps.
What's the plan with the lobster claws?
We're gonna add it into the risotto.
Okay.
I made sure that my risotto is right next to me on the burner. It's one of those things you have to be constantly making sure that it's not burning on the bottom or sticking. It's gonna be hard to cook this in 35 minutes.
I feel like judges are always extra hard when you're doing risotto.
For a Sunday supper, we're gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna start with this minted pea puree, follow that up with this beautiful, creamy, perfectly al dente lobster risotto that has the claw and the knuckle meat in there. I'm gonna make sure that they each get claw and tail meat. On top of that, I'm gonna garnish that with even more sauteed peas, maitake mushrooms, a little bit of asparagus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job, dude. Risotto, you're a beast.
Chef Britt, Chef Michael, well done.
Wow. Listen, if I'm judging, risotto's always gonna win if it's cooked properly. But there's a reason I don't do risotto.
It's literally now in the judge's hands.
Welcome to Sunday supper, fam. In front of you have chunky lobster risotto with an English pea and mint puree. You then have English peas, asparagus, and melted maitakes. Every part of the lobster was used. The tails were put in the vacuum sealer and dropped into a boiling pot of water, thus creating a little bit of lobster stock.
Well, they're eating.
I love peas and mint. It was such a great addition to the plate.
Kudos to the chef here for understanding flavor combination. Mint, peas, asparagus, lobster. Yes!
Mushrooms.
Mushroom. Maitake is like subtle sneaked in there. Freaking delicious.
I think the lobster's really cooked beautifully. I think the biggest flaw in this plate is the risotto itself.
Really?
I would have kept that fricassee exactly what it is without the addition of the rice.
Oh, come on, buddy.
The challenge with high risk, high reward is that you don't focus on the detail because you have so much stuff. The risotto was not a key ingredient. It's about the lobster and the peas. And because the risotto took time away from cleaning the lobster, I had not one, but 2 shells in here.
Yeah, that's not good.
Judges, thank you very much.
Well,
I think it's a coin toss right now.
Chef, the scores are in. They're ready for you.
Let's go see what happened.
Let's bring our chefs back in. Chef Britt Rescigno, Chef Michael Reed. Back, Chef. Chef. A score of 80 to 76. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the battle between Chef Britt Rescigno and Chef Michael Reed is... Britt Rescigno!
Britt Rescigno.
Wow, she did it again.
Did it again. It's me or you
She did
against
it
it.
again.
Great job, man.
Thought you had it.
Chef Michael, it's a tough loss tonight, Chef, but I tell you something, I thought it was a fantastic dish.
Thank you.
Chef Michael Reed, ladies and gentlemen.
Not the way I wanted it to go, but, you know, that's what happens when you do something a little bit more challenging.
This moment is my personal nightmare. If tartare is how chef is going here, the chefs are gonna be looking for extraordinary knife work, like no misses. Hard to do with a clock, an audience, and a competitor.
I want to win so bad. To be the champion means so much to me. It's standing at the top of the mountain and saying that I've made it, and I'm never gonna stop until I get there. Thank you. So now that I have the tartare cut, I need to work on the ingredients inside of it. I'm going in like this Peruvian direction. I'm putting shallots, mango, shishitos, and fresh herbs all in here, and they all need to be perfect. I have an idea. Ring molds are right here. I'm gonna take this tartare, I'm gonna put it in a mold, I'm gonna sear the top.
Are you saying tartare tataki? Is that what I'm picking up on?
Yes, I think that would be sick. Tataki is a Japanese technique where you sear the outside, leaving it really crunchy and seared, but raw in the inside.
What a risk.
Updated.
2 minutes. Gotta be plated.
It's all good, chef. Let's get it on the plate.
So the sauce is gonna be on the bottom. I slice my steaks and they are gorgeous. They have that perfect bullseye of a medium rare filet mignon. Having the shishito peppers and the fries together next to the steak with the sauce, it reads steak frites, but it helps with it being updated.
1 minute, 60 seconds to plate.
The first thing I need to do is to sauce up my shishito salsa. The next thing I do is I add crispy plantain chips. Straight from the ripping hot saute pan, I take my tartare that has been stuck in these ring molds and I flip it over. And then I add that beautiful ahi amarillo egg yolk, thick and delicious right from a squeeze bottle so it looks like a little egg on top of this tartare.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it. Come on. Chef Nguyen, Carlos Anthony.
Well, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I feel okay. I feel good. I just hope that I cooked better than Carlos today.
This chef would like to invite you to reimagine the updated classic of steak tartare. In front of you, I have a tataki-style tenderloin tartare. On top of the tartare, there is an ahi amarillo and citrus yolk. That is accompanied on the side with a shishito tomatillo sauce. Finally, we have a little bit of crispy plantain on the side.
Just please, please, please like it.
This is a classic, a modern twist on a classic, but it's also playful.
Come on, baby.
The tartare is just absolutely delicious and tender, and the way that they cut it was really, really well cut, because you can mess that up. You can cut that in a way that it becomes chewy.
Thank you.
There's a lot of good stuff happening here. I think this shishito tomatillo salsa is money.
Your boy doesn't mess around.
I like the egg amarillo, what are you calling it again?
Ahi amarillo yolk.
Amarillo.
What she said. I really like that component. I think it's a serious dish that's not taking itself too seriously.
Yeah. Is that not me? Is that not exactly who I am?
But the big wow element here is that they're searing the tartare itself. Well, if you're gonna do that, you know, go all in or go home, really caramelize it so you get that aroma and that flavor of the beef. Otherwise, it seemed a little bit pointless to me.
Thank you very much, judges. 50 points available in taste, 40 points in the use of the randomizer, and 10 points in plating.
I think they liked it. I think they really liked it. I think they really liked it.
I'm nervous.
Judges, this is shishito steak au poivre. You will see that it's accompanied by a sauce at the bottom of the plate, shallot, veal stock, green peppercorns, and then a shishito cream. In terms of the use of the shishito, they were tempura fried, as you will see, accompanying the fried potatoes.
Fun. This is fun. Beautiful presentation. The cook on the meat itself is nothing short of absolute perfection. There's a lot to love on a dish like this. It's just good cooking.
I really hope I win. This is, to me, an updated classic. I think that the way that they brought the shishito peppers in, and this sauce is absolutely delicious.
Oh.
It's really, really intimidating to do a simple dish on TOC, especially when there's so much on the line.
I think this is very successful. Fries are nicely done, shishito peppers 2 ways. Now, as much as I love this, it does say updated classic, and I'm not sure that pureeing shishito peppers into the sauce really updates the classic.
I feel nervous still, because like, did I go too safe?
Anyone's game.
Thank you very much, judges.
Okay, the scores are ready.
All right, chef, they're ready for you.
Okay. All right. Wish me luck.
Let's bring our chefs back in. Chef Nguyen. Chef Carlos Anthony. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a 1 point difference. Total score of 80 to 79. And the winner of the battle between Chef Carlos Anthony and Nini Nguyen is... Nini Nguyen!
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Chef, congratulations. Carlos, the Carlos Anthony you've become is of another level far beyond. Great job.
What you got there, Chef?
A salt and mint vinegar mixture that I'm gonna dust onto these fritters.
This is very cool, Chef.
Ooh, that is vinegary.
Right now in the Wayfair screening room, Chef Leanne Wong is watching this battle unfold. She will face the winner of this battle in the final 4.
How you feeling after that win?
Pretty good. I'm watching Sarah and Nini trying to figure out who I'd be cooking against.
8 minutes, Chef. Preserved lemon, Meyer lemon.
Preserved lemon and some of the beef fat.
So one of the ways that I'm gonna incorporate salt is adding preserved lemon. So this is a great application to include for the salt and vinegar component. I plan on dressing my grilled matsutakis with it.
Let's make some sauce.
Now what's the plan, Chef?
Making an egg sauce with vinegar, like a hollandaise.
Will we see beef at hollandaise?
Yes.
This is it.
I feel good about having eggs in my little crepes, but I want to use the Rhea egg in a different form.
We may see Rhea hollandaise.
Well, she better do it Rhea quick.
So you can usually make a hollandaise in the blender and you whip it until it's emulsified. And I had it and it was emulsified, it was nice and thick.
Tastes beefy.
Be fat, be fat.
90 seconds to go.
You have to leave that friendship behind the door. I didn't come here to let somebody else win. I slice my picanhas. I want to alternate between matsutake pancakes and my roasted matsutakis.
Force vibes, Chef, force vibes.
Next, I do a little of the raw shaved matsutake. I then come in with my black vinegar and Rhea egg aioli. This dish is about nuance. This dish is about being subtle, but still being powerful.
You good, Nini?
Yeah. I'm slicing my steaks and they are perfect. So I laid down my caramelized onions with the balsamic vinegar and then I have my fritters. It's going down to the wire.
I knew it.
What's going on?
As I'm about to play the hollandaise, it's broken.
20 seconds.
That was hot.
It broke. Dang, Chef, I'm sorry.
I make the decision not to put it on the plate. I have a little of the jus. I pour that over the steak.
Sarah's done. Nini's done. God, I'm not making the decision. One of these two going to the semifinals.
This is gonna, I think, be really hard for the judges.
I didn't like that my hollandaise broke, but my meat was perfect, and so we'll see.
Justin Warner, Chef, what do you have for us?
Judges, this is a grilled picanha with balsamic onions, Rhea egg, matsutake, bangkot. The matsutake was boiled down into a stock. You'll also find the matsutake raw at the top of the plate. In addition to the mushroom in the bangkot, that of course was cooked in the Dutch mini pancake maker.
We'll see.
I love the treatment of the picanha. Incredibly tender. I like that little bit of fat cap. Perfectly cooked for me, perfectly seasoned. The little bangkot. Incredibly crispy, which for a pancake is a great surprise. That had really nice flavor.
The picanha is the star, and it really shines through. It is extremely difficult to get that tender, and this tastes like filet mignon. And if I had to nitpick something, I wanted to taste more mushroom somewhere, and I just didn't get that.
I think that the dish, like the beef was cooked perfect, it was seasoned great. The mushrooms. I mean, this is the king of mushrooms. And I know that this chef went through a painstaking process to do this reduction, but I wish the mushrooms were showcased a little bit more. Balsamic, yes, is a vinegar, but it overpowered the mushroom reduction.
Thank you very much.
I'm feeling confident. The steak was cooked perfectly. I think that I made a tasty dish. It just maybe didn't go to the randomizer as much.
So we'll see. Now we just wait.
Chefs are ready for you.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 3 is over. I've got the scores. Let's bring our chefs back in. Nini Nguyen! Sarah Bradley. Welcome back, chefs. This is top-notch cooking. Well done. One chef scored 86. One chef scored 90. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the battle for the Division D title between Chef Sarah Bradley, Chef Nguyen is Chef Sarah Bradley.
No second miss, man.
I love you so much.
Hey, listen, Chef Nini, it was outstanding to watch you cook. So proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Martini Nini, Chef Nini Nguyen.
Of course, I'm going to think about this for like who knows how long, but I want her to win the whole damn thing.
Wheel of Coach in this?
Yes.
Winning this would be so validating. Can I tell you what the most devastating thing would be? Sarah coming in here for the very first time and taking this win from me. It's not gonna happen.
Except for a tartare, chef?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna make something sticky, it needs to have something that it sticks to. Toast.
Butter and just a little bit of sugar to make it sweet.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last 5 minutes of Tournament of Champions 6. Last 5 minutes.
So I'm trying to attach the horn to the sausage stuffer. I'm planning on passing the tartare through it to really get it emulsified and get it like nice and together and in love with each other. As I'm trying to get that horn on, I'm realizing that I'm wasting too much time. I know there's a huge risk in me not having used the sausage stuffer in both dishes, but it's gonna take quite a bit of time to plate these dishes. So I have to just move on.
Ooh, I hear the plate grab.
There's a lot of work to do on both sides. They have to make 5 plates of each because we have an extra judge showing up. Very special judge. And as I will say, the eagle has landed. I've spoken to the eagle, and we are ready to launch.
So for my hot dish, I have my black plates. I spoon my huilocoche mashed potato down in the center. The texture's perfect. I place my sausage down, and then to finish, I have the veal demi-glace with mushrooms that kind of gets poured right over the top. Very simple and straightforward. This is kind of my move. I do seemingly very simple food, but I elevate it and show great technique. So for the beef salad, I've got Napa cabbage finely shaved, Thai basil, I have mint, I have chives, I have cilantro. I've got a little swoosh of the huilocoche aioli, and that salad with the sausage vinaigrette right on the side.
Sticky sauce.
Sticky sauce.
I'm bringing the stickiness through that glaze over the beef.
3 minutes.
I start plating the tartare. There's not a lot of components to this dish, so I really want to make it look beautiful.
Look at that, how gorgeous.
Next, I put some of this sticky glaze on top.
So they're gonna mix up the thing and then stick it to the crouton.
Ooh.
2 minutes, 2 to go.
Caliente, chef.
For my hot dish, I start by plating dumplings. I carve into my sausage, I taste it. I'm not super happy with the consistency. This is the first time in this competition I have put something on the plate that I wasn't 100% stand behind it. I know it's the best I can do.
Spicy, chef, we chef.
The hot dish had to be spicy, so I'm finishing it with a little bit of fresh serrano, chili powder, and cayenne.
Spicy.
That's it! What a final battle!
I still don't even know what happened.
Someone's going home the champ tonight! Thank you so much!
That was awful. That was hard. Hardest cook, probably, that I've ever had. This game is so hard. You have no idea. Y'all are messed up. Oh, God, let this be over. You cook so good to get to the end. And then, I mean, there was just, I'm disappointed in myself, though, because, you want to do good. I don't know, maybe I did do good. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself. I know I'm being dramatic about it right now, but the texture on that sausage is so wrong.
And the sausage is not nice. It's like soft, it's not firm.
Bigger pieces of the sausage could be a little bit different in the center.
I don't know, maybe it'll set up. Maybe going second is making it good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've asked the chefs to give us a pound of flesh and 2 quarts of blood. They have made a commitment to being here at TOC 6 and give us everything. So the only way I can show the respect and pay it back to them by bringing you who I feel is probably one of the greatest authorities in food we've had a chance to know.
Oh no, who's this?
She turned her local catering business into a culinary and lifestyle empire that endured over 4 decades. Her game-changing daytime show taught America how to cook and how to host with style. And along the way, she took home 18 Emmys.
18 Emmys!
The one and only Martha Stewart!
Oh my God. She's the most iconic female entrepreneur on the planet. She's eaten everywhere, all over the world. Ugh.
Someone that everybody aspires to be and recognize is you.
Thank you so
Chef,
much.
thank you so much for being here tonight.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm as nervous as the contestants.
I can't even right now. You guys have Martha Stewart here? Are you kidding me?
For the final battle of TOC 6, the chefs had to work with Wagyu beef. Huitlacoche. For their equipment, they had a sausage stuffer. Their style was hot and cold. We took the 5th wheel and offered them envelopes. They were lucky enough to choose spicy and sticky. They chose to go hot and spicy, cold and sticky.
The first dish, which would be the dish to your right, that is our glazed sticky beef salad. The sausage stuffer was used to craft the sausage and the sausage vinaigrette. That was made with the Wagyu tenderloin. You'll see the Huitlacoche butter mayo blend, which is to the left of the salad. Onto the hot dish, the spicy Wagyu sausage and Huitlacoche mash. So the tenderloin was cubed, ground with a serrano, white vinegar, and egg.
Just put egg in it.
Then sent through the sausage stuffer.
That's smart.
Starting with a cold dish, this is my type of salad. I love mint, I love Thai basil, I love chives. So that trifecta really made this dish stand out.
This beef to me is not only perfectly cooked, but it's perfectly coated in that seasoning. I'm so impressed by how much work went into this.
The sweetness of that fresh corn plays so well with the smokiness of the Huitlacoche. Is a wonderful combination. I do want a little bit more stickiness on top of the Wagyu.
Oh God.
Lovely salad with a very nice vinaigrette flavor. Delicious. And then, I can't imagine this just bangers and mash, but...
Well, what it is, right?
well, it looks like it, but it doesn't taste like it. It tastes really, really delicious. I still have my grandma's sausage maker at home. The sausage, which is so beautifully fashioned, and they're tender and very, very tasty. I think it's very impeccably flavored. I love this reduction of the juice of the beef. This is so tasty.
I am blown away and glad I'm not competing this season because this chef has shown some mad skills. If there's something that I would say about this dish is the sausage is coming across as slightly dry.
I get salt, I get umami from the Huitlacoche, an impeccably stuffed sausage. I could maybe use a touch more heat in there. You say serrano, and I feel like I could use a touch more serrano.
The fact that you can make a potato puree this smooth, this luscious is pretty incredible.
Thank you very much. Remember, 50 points available in the taste, 40 points available in the use of the randomizer, 10 points in the plating.
I feel better. I feel a little better.
On your right, let's start there. This is our cold and sticky dish. We have a hand-cut Wagyu and Huitlacoche tartare with sticky date jam, kumquats, piquillo, and mint. Chef would like you to mix it up and stick it on the crouton.
And the sausage stuffer?
There's not.
Not on the first dish, Chef.
Not on the first dish, okay.
What? She didn't use the sausage press in the first dish at all. Dish to your left, chefs, is a hot and spicy Wagyu and huilacoche sausage. This is served with huilacoche chochoyotes, fresh corn, mint, serrano, and cayenne.
My favorite is the cold dish. I think this is a very well done steak tartare. Nicely hand cut. I like the combination of the jam mixed with the Wagyu beef. I could eat that in a restaurant with no trouble whatsoever.
You don't often find a Wagyu in steak tartare, and there's something that's so luxurious and silky about how that eats. I love the fresh herbs in there, and there's so much flavor.
Seems like they really like it.
I just wish that the chef had used the sausage stuffer in some way on this dish, because this is an absolute exquisite dish.
The crouton was probably one of my favorite parts of the tartare. It really added that nice textural relief. Going on to the next dish, I love chochoyotes. And this is a really, really smart play in utilizing the masa with the corn, with the huitlacoche.
The broth is delicious, and I really just want to go and have like spoonfuls of that.
It's giving me a lingering heat that I appreciate because it's sort of in your face heat.
The sausage, unfortunately for me, is not as textured. It's more mushy than the sausage we had previously.
Ugh. Yes. Nice. She didn't say anything I didn't know.
Okay, maybe we're not out yet.
Judges, thank you very much. Thank you.
I had a lot of positive, more negatives probably than Antonia.
Like, I'm having flashbacks of last year of like hearing good things, but then like not winning. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I've been on Tournament of Champions for 6 years. I've been here for 6 years.
One chef scored 82 in the final round. The other chef scored 88. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Tournament of Champions 6 is...
For you. You so much deserve it.
Chef, I want to talk to our super freshman, first time in TOC, walk through 4 competitions like you had been here since season 1. You're amazing. Thank you, Chef.
It doesn't feel so bad to get second place. She beat me fair and square, and I'm really happy for her.